Welcome back everyone to our career mode series of NASCAR Heat 3. And as I mentioned at the end of the previous video, I wasn't sure, I knew I really need to start simulating some of these races and move us farther ahead in the season. And it's very difficult to simulate some of these races because I absolutely love these tracks like Iowa. But I did manage to push through it and force myself to simulate the races, moved ahead a few weeks, and now we are ready for Chicagoland in the Xfinity series. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Of course, no prep to the car to be done since we're driving for Joe Gibbs. So let's head straight to the track. All right, folks, it is race time here in Chicago. So once again, we'll be starting from the rear. I'm having quite a bit of fun doing that in recent races. At some point, we'll get back to actually qualifying, probably as we get closer to and absolutely when we get into the chase. But for right now, I'm really having a lot of fun starting from the rear. I've changed the setup a little bit, hopefully taking some speed out of it, and we'll see how things go. As always, the most important thing is that we have some great racing. Really don't care what position it's for.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
All right, as always, lap one is all about getting up to speed. Actually, the first few laps are all about getting up to speed and hopefully getting some clean laps in. So I'm going to be lifting quite a bit here going into the corners, just trying to stay off the guys, give everybody plenty of room until I get ouch. So we just got tagged in the right rear there. Thankfully, it didn't end up like Talladega where it ended up putting us in the wall. All right, great run. Well, old Morgan Shepherd decided he didn't want us to get below him there. Too bad for him. We're coming anyway.
Stay low, stay low. All right, careful now, still there. Stay on the bottom here for me. All right, careful now, still there.
I'm out of the gas quite a bit this far back in the field, and everything's still pretty bunched up there, so it's not totally out of the ordinary and unexpected to have that kind of thing early in the race. Everybody's fighting over the same real estate.
All clear, all clear. Careful, still there.
All right, up to 21st. Wow, we've passed a lot of cars very quickly in this race. And you can see there is a sizable gap forming right in front of these two cars in front of us. And so if we can get by these guys, things are going to start to spread out a little bit and get single file for us. All right, 6 more laps here in stage number 1.
Clear all around.
So getting us into the top 17 gets a single file and gets us out of some of that congestion at the very back of the pack. Okay, but these guys are still lifting quite a bit.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. 5 to go. You got this. Clear all around.
So 10 laps here in stage number 1, and we're about halfway through that. A little bit more maybe.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
And I would have to say things are going quite well. I'm happy to be up this far into the running order this early in the race. But from here on out, let's see if we've got speed to get inside the top 10.
That was your best lap ever.
Of course, we're going to need to do that if we're planning on getting any stage points at all here in stage 1.
Don't move. Stay high.
Get up on the high side, but of course 51 is going to be blocking us. Coming off the corner, so we're going to have to go even higher. Which is no problem. We'll jump up in this high groove and see if we can make it work.
Stay high, still there.
Oh, hello. Little love tap there from, I believe that was the 51.
All right, now you're clear.
And this time they're giving us the middle, so we'll take the middle.
Clear high, bud.
Then we can slide up, run a little bit higher groove. All right, that's going to put us up into 14th position with 2 laps to go. So we need to pick up a few more spots if we're going to get any points. So I'm going to run a little bit lower on the track and really pinch these guys down. When you're wide open like this, the shortest way around the track is usually the best.
All right, now you're clear. Got one down low now. Got one down low. Inside.
All right, not bad. We're up to 11th.
White flag is in the air.
So we got one more lap to make it happen.
That car there is on your inside. It's inside. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this
All right, we're up into 9th for now. Let's see if we can make it stick.
Still there.
For a little bit, I kind of thought we were 3 wide right there on entry, but it turns out we were only side by side.
Careful now. Still there.
All right, not bad. We managed to get all the way up to 9th position. We'll pick up a couple of points. We'll take it. Any points we can get, we will certainly take that. All right, so no reason to pit. 40 laps remaining for the final 2 stages. So let's go ahead and advance to the beginning of stage 2. Of course, nobody pitted, so we'll start right where we finished in stage number 1 in 9th position.
Got a car up top. Got a car high now. Last 10 laps. Got to focus here. Stay low. Stay low. Still there.
All right, let's see how much quicker these guys in the front are at getting up to speed versus where we were in the back of the pack.
Careful. Still there.
Right now, we seem to be holding our own quite nicely.
Clear all around.
All right, up into 5th. This is starting to scare me a little bit
Now you're clear.
because we are making up spots very quickly. Apparently, I did not take quite enough speed out of this car. Of course, we haven't gotten to the lead yet, but we are knocking on the door. These guys are still lifting on corner entry, which is not something you need to be doing at this track in any of the series. In fact, let's see if we can go the high side and get behind these guys. All right, that might be the ticket. Maybe that's what we need to do. Just something to try to keep this interesting. I do not want to get out into the lead and just start running away with things. So let's play around a little bit with this high groove. That'll certainly take some speed out of the car. More speed on track, but it'll definitely increase our lap times. And Chastain up front in that 4 car.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
We've certainly seen him up front quite a bit this year in both the truck and Xfinity car, but not in that 4 ride, I don't believe.
Careful now. Still there.
All right, yeah, this is working out really good. You can see the 00 in our mirror. He's coming right up to us. So this seems to be pretty good. We're all running about the same speed as long as I'm running the top.
Clear all around.
All right, not bad at all. So we lose 1 spot, drop back to the 4th position, but again, the leader is right there in front of us.
5 to go, driver.
5 more laps to go in the stage. And a pretty sizable gap behind us as well. So once you get past the top 4 cars, there is a lot of people in the back searching for speed. Oh, these guys are going to run side by side for the lead. That's going to slow them down. And we're going to have a 4-way battle for the lead here in just a moment. if they keep this up.
All right, careful now. Still there.
All right, so wasn't able to hold on there on the outside against Sadler. So we'll try it again.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
So again, wide open running around the top. Certainly not a problem. And our speed is just about perfect up there. Ooh, look out.
Stay low. Stay
Except
low.
for Sadler
Still
decided
there.
he wanted to be up there for a moment.
Top lane free here. Use it if you need it. Top lane free.
All right, I heard the call. Top lane is free, so we'll get back up here. We'll run a little bit higher on the
Stay
track.
up high here. Stay up high. Still there.
All right, we're right down to it now. 2 laps to go here in stage number 2. So do we go for the win in stage 2 and get that extra playoff point? Let's make it interesting at least.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Ooh, looked
Hang
like
tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Chastain got out of the gas a little bit early on corner entry. I know they're lifting, but that was quite early. It looked like he had a little
Hold your
hiccup.
line. Stay up high. Stay high. Still there. White flag is in the air.
All right, we've got a shot at it. We'll see if we got enough speed to get by him up on this high side. But we've certainly got
Hold your
our
line.
shot
Got
at
one
it.
inside. Hold your line. Hold your line. Stay up high. Stay high. Careful. Still there.
Oh, this is going to be so close. He's pulling back ahead of me. Let's see if we've got anything for him coming to the line.
That's a
Ooh,
top five
almost.
in that
Almost.
stage,
He couldn't have won by more than a fender. So we'll bring home no stage points, but 9 more regular season points. And again, we'll take all of those we can get. So now we got 29 laps remaining in the 3rd and final stage. Once again, we will skip ahead. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm liking this high side. That is
Coming
keeping
to the
our
green,
speed
driver.
about where it needs to be. It's giving us a
ready?
chance for the lead, but it doesn't allow us to blow their doors off.
Careful. Still there. All right. Halfway. This line. Inside. 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 Got one down low now. Got one down low.
All right, there they go.
Inside.
So I had lifted right before the start-finish line
Got one down
to
low
let
now.
Ross
Got one down
Chastain
low.
get there.
Inside.
That wasn't required, but I did not want to get the lead that way, so I backed out of it, and that hurt our getting up to speed.
Stay high. Stay high. Careful. Still there.
Because if we're going to get the lead, I want to do it by having to pass them on the track and not on a restart.
All clear. All clear.
All right, so now let's see if we've got what it takes to get back up into the top 3 and battle some more.
Hold your line, driver. Hold your line. Easy.
Woo, we were not clear on the bottom
My driver, hold that line.
because I was about to take it 3 wide on the bottom until I realized that we were not alone.
Careful, still there. Low lane's clear here. Low is clear.
All right, back up into the top 5, at least for the moment. And we'll continue with this upper groove and see if we can continue to get closer to the leader. We saw that second groove allowed us to run and have a great race with Chastain for a few laps. So maybe it will work wonders for us once again and get us back to the front. Okay, not bad. Chastain was actually pretty quick through that corner. See, we still got quite a bit of momentum on him, but he was not
Hang tight
too
there,
bad.
driver. Hold this line here.
Car's handling, just fine. No issues there. So all that's working out
Inside. Inside.
really well for this race.
Clear all around.
Unfortunately, with the way the game is set up, there's really no way to run practice laps and see how fast the AI are going to run, except for when you're around them on the track, because there is no leaderboard. There's no, any type of standings to show you the lap times that the AI are running versus what you're running and all that kind of thing. None of that exists, so you just have to sort of take a guess at it based on who you're around on the track during practice. And here, I didn't run any practice laps, so that made it even more difficult. Just had to take a stab at what kind of setup we would need in order to be competitive, but not too fast. All right, so as you can see, over the last couple of laps, we have made our way back up into a podium position. Now the question is, can we ever get to the lead? We've got about 20 laps left to go and try to make that happen. And I really, really want to make that happen up here in this second or even third groove.
That car there is on your inside.
All right, nice run on the 00, headed into turn 3. He should pull us coming off the corner. Yeah, there he goes. So from the center off, he's definitely got more speed than us.
You need to stay up high here. Stay up high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Still there.
All right, that was a great corner for us. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. Looks like we're pulling him a little bit down the straightaway. Going to give him some room down here at on the bottom.
Inside.
And okay, yep, he's right back here with us. Gets a great run through 3 and 4, and he's going to have the momentum headed into 1.
All right, careful now. Still there.
So again, we're going to run a pretty tight second groove on him, but still leave him enough room. And looks like we're actually going to clear him. Yes, we're able to clear him there. I'm going to stick up a little bit higher on the track and not get into that bottom groove, because I got a feeling we will just run away from these guys if I do. And that's not what we're here for. So I'm going to stick up in that second and third groove and see if we can maintain this lead. Based on what we've seen earlier in the race, those guys were able to run with us when we were running the second and third groove, especially the third groove. So I'm a little surprised that we seem to be pulling away right now running this second groove. Now granted, they're still, ouch, that's me not paying attention. They were still right there with us even before my lapse of attention. All right, there we go. Now we bring them back up into the mix. Get some more racing going on.
Still there. All right, careful now. Still there.
All right, so back to third, but of course, as always, we are right there with
All right, now you're clear.
the leaders.
Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line. Inside.
All right, these guys are kind of lined up on the inside here, running this thing a little bit like this is Daytona or Talladega.
Still there.
And their draft is keeping me from being able to make any good headway toward the lead once again. So this is, once again, turning out quite nicely. Actually glad that we got into the wall earlier. So if you look in the mirror, you can see those guys all really close to that white line, even on the straightaway, running this more like a restrictor plate track
You're clear.
than a traditional mile and a half.
Inside.
All right, we got a great run on these guys this time.
Stay up high here.
The 00 did a really good job of pushing me high on entry.
Still there.
So that's going to keep me from having the momentum to get to him right now. So we're going to try to draft him a little bit. Not sure exactly where Brandon Jones is below me. So I'm going to try not to hit my teammate.
Careful. Still there. Inside.
All right, what do we got? 12 laps left.
All clear, all clear.
Ooh, look out. Once again, he darts up the track. This time we were able to stay a little bit closer.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, you got one inside. Hold your line.
All right, this is the kind of racing I signed up for.
That car there's on your inside.
We are having a dead struggle to get to the lead and then
Bottom
keep it
lane's
in the
clear.
lead.
Heated.
So we make up ground for a few laps, get even with the 0-0 for the lead, and then they come back with some more momentum, pull away from us.
Stay up high here. Stay up high. Hang tight
All
there,
right, so
driver.
once again, we've got a car on our inside,
Clear,
so I can't really pull down and draft with the
Hold your
0-0.
line, you got one inside. Hold your line.
Try to get a little bit of a toe off of him.
Hold your line, you got one inside. Hold your line. 10 to go.
All right, 10 more laps to go, so we're going to have to make some things happen here. We're going to have to get some of that momentum back
Careful now, still there.
that got us all the way to the lead. All right, let's see if we can't scoot the teammate down just a little bit and get
Still there.
at least a sniff of a draft off the 0-0. So at this point, this race basically feels like another Daytona or a Talladega.
Hang tight there,
Ouch,
driver.
okay.
Hold this line here.
Apparently he didn't like me being that close to him.
Inside.
That will certainly hurt our momentum some.
Need you to stay up high here. Stay up high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
All right, a nice toe off the 0-0 going down
Don't move.
the backstretch. I could
Hang
hear
tight
the
there,
engine
driver.
note
Hold
change,
this line here.
letting me know that we were going a little bit faster than normal.
Need you to stay up high here. Stay up high. All right, careful now. Still there.
Still trying to give these guys enough room
All right,
to
careful
get through the
now. Still
corner,
there.
and for the most part, I think we're giving them plenty of room.
Stay high. Stay high. Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there. Hold your line.
All right, what do we got left?
Hold your line.
7 more laps. All right, let's see what we
Clear
can
all the way
do.
to the bottom. Clear down low.
All right, if these guys get side by side in front of me for the lead, we might be able to get the lead 3 wide. At least we're going to try it if that opportunity arises. All right, right now, oh yeah, we got a nice run here. And nope, not going to be able to do it.
Inside. Need you to stay up high here. Stay up high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
All right, running him really tight through 1 and 2, trying to hold our own. Trying to get right down as close to him as I can on the straightaway and try to sniff any kind of draft I can get, because we certainly need it,
Still there.
as these guys are ganging up on us.
5 to go. 5 to go. All right, careful now. Still there. Stay high. Stay high. Still there.
All right, there we go. 0-0 comes up.
Clear. Bottom lane.
Right. Oh my goodness, then he got out of the gas a little bit there. I did not get out of the gas. We did have to take evasive action.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this
All right,
line
once
here.
again, a big run.
Still there.
Oh, so close, but we didn't quite clear him. So he's going to get a nice run on us going down the
Still there.
straightaway. Let's see what happens on the entry of 3. Again, I'm wide open all the way around the track. I really don't want to get back down in that bottom groove, because I feel like that would cement our victory. I really think we can get this done on the high side, but it's going to take basically some perfect laps and a little bit of luck too. We need the 0-0 to have a couple of bad corners to really pull ahead of him. You can see he comes by immediately in turns 3 and 4 with us up in the second groove.
Inside, 2 to go. Still there.
All right, this is it. When I set out to do a career mode series and call it making it fun and really try to get a lot of great racing, this is what I had in mind. Whatever we need to do to have some great racing, we'll see what NASCAR Heat 4 brings as far as the AI, but right now it's just not about wins and top fives. It's about how much fun we're having in each race, and this has been a lot of fun. But it's come down to this final lap. So if we can get ahead of him, that will be awesome. Not sure if we have enough to do so. I'm trying to pinch him down as best I can. And, oh, there we go. He puts the door to me, try to give himself a little room, and it's going to work. Excellent job by the 00, and that's going to give him the victory. All right, not bad. We come home in third. That was a lot of fun. That's what I signed up for right there. If we can have that kind of fun, but with completely wide open setup, no adjustments to control the speed of the car, then that would be awesome. And we'll see. Maybe in NASCAR Heat 4, that's what we'll get. All right, how much do we get for that third place finish? 102,000. Okay, almost 103. We'll take it. Every dollar counts. That puts us up to 3.2 million. Zeroing in on 3.3. You can see we're now sitting 9th in the point standings. That's the regular season points. Of course, we are perfectly fine when it comes to the playoff standings. Somehow we had the fastest lap, which is odd because I could have sworn Cole Custer was going to have that. All right, so let's see if we got any Twitter feedback from that race. There was a little bit of contact here and there, nothing too bad. All right, oh, we've got another message.
Great clean racing out there. I've talked to a lot of drivers and they enjoy racing against you. Keep it up.
Okay then. Gotta love those little pep talks along the way. All right, so Ross Chastain says that we ran a clean race. Stephen Light, same thing. All right, we'll take it. I'm going to skip by these couple of video messages up here and move it along. Let's see what week 20 has for us. And let's see. Oh, Gateway. That's right. I forgot about that. Love Gateway. Absolutely love that track. So once again, just like in the last video, I've got some tough decisions to make about whether or not we're going to run these races or try to move forward toward the playoffs. And as always, we'll have to wait and see exactly what way I decide to go. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned as we will continue our career mode series of NASCAR Heat 3.